The ICC Men's T20 World Cup in Australia has finally come to its official conclusion, and ladies and gentlemen, we have our world champions in the T20 format. It's Team England who are crowned world champions only the second time. They joined the elite group with West Indies to be crowned world T20 champions only for the second time, and this is the post-match show of the final of Pakistan versus England, and I, Damini Basu, on behalf of Red Sports, will take this opportunity to welcome my panelists in the studio, Jaideep Mukherjee and Shubhan Chakravarti, for some discussion. So, Joyda, we have our world champions, Team England, crowned world champions for the second time. And Shubhan, of course, both of you, I need both of you to talk about England's unbelievable performance tonight, Joyda.
No, I think they've been unbelievable also the tournament. They've looked a team to be beat, for others to beat. They looked the favourites. They looked strongest in every department. They seemed more prepared than anybody else. They had plans in place. See, all this also comes into the forefront when you win the tournament.
Right.
When something goes wrong, then everybody had plans. Everybody had plans. But it just goes to show that they're playing a different brand of cricket, and that will wake up a lot of other teams and say maybe they're doing something right. We need to follow. Because in 2015, till 2015 they were a very, very ordinary white ball team, very good red ball team.
Right.
But since 2015, Bayliss, Morgan, blah blah blah, Andrew Straw, director of cricket, coming together, there has been a shift in the way they play. The results when they initially they lost the T20 final over here in Kolkata, very close to where we are sitting now. But that didn't deter them from their strategy.
Right.
Then they went and won the 19 World Cup. They won now, so they are world champions in both the white ball versions. So there's something in it for all of us. Multi-dimensional cricketers, people who can do a lot, long batting, to go hammer and tongs all through, because you can bat till 9 or 10. You can only afford that when you bat till 9 or 10. India doesn't bat till 9 or 10. India bats till 7. So India cannot go at 84 for 4 and 84 for 4 today, the game in the balance. The way England played, India can't play.
No.
Neither can Pakistan, because they've got a tail. So what is the way out? Is there more all-rounders in? Make your bowlers better batsmen? I don't know. That will be up for discussion in the next few years. But there's a template that they've put in front of us,
right,
not only in 2020 but in 50 overs also.
Right. Shubhan?
First team to hold both ODI and T20 World Cup trophy, and absolutely, as Joyda said, they are the benchmark in white ball cricket. I'm not going into longest format, but yes, in white ball cricket, they are an incredible team. Their openers, middle order, all-rounders, so many all-rounders, multi-play, multi-skilled players. I think it's an incredible achievement, and credit goes to all the support staff, Owen Morgan, Bayliss, Andrew Strauss, and all the players who have adapted to this template. It's not an easy template to follow, but how they have executed it throughout the 2019 and now the 2022 World Cup, it's an incredible achievement.
Absolutely. And wouldn't you agree that the management has definitely done a fantastic job, that after that not very impressive performance in the 2015 World Cup, then that heartbreak of a loss to West Indies in the 2016 World Cup, all of a sudden we have an England team who in the same time period have both the 50 overs and the 20 overs World Cup. Joyda.
Yeah, they've changed something. That's what we were talking about. They've changed something since those days. 15 it changed. 16 was what you're talking about. In 1 year, they reached the final, couldn't cross the line.
Yes.
But then they crossed the line. Because in 1 year, they weren't ready. They were probably half ready, so they still got to a final. Losing a World Cup final is no mean a task. It is not to be undervalued.
Fast transition.
No, I mean, anything that's... Pakistan is phenomenal to be runner-up. India is not there. New Zealand is not there. South Africa is not there. So it's phenomenal to be even runner-up. It's like sometimes who won the gold medal in the 100. I also want to know who came second. Who's the second fastest man in the world? So they're the second best team in the world right now, which is no mean a feat. So that process started. 16, as you said, was a heartbreak right at the end. And that also, once in a lifetime, 4 sixes on the trot, whatever. But since then, look how they've learned from that. They didn't crumble. They picked themselves up. Ben Stokes that day and today. There's redemption time for him.
Raises the topic of Ben Stokes. It was a Ben Stokes show tonight, wasn't it? The 2016 Ben Stokes looked a lot different in 2019, and now Ben Stokes is just somebody who can confidently win you matches from any situation. Take a look at his start to how he finished the game.
He was a completely different player in 2016. I mean, a lot has happened in his life as well after since then. That Bristol incident where Alex Hales was a part of.
Yes.
both Alex Hales and Ben Stokes, this World Cup is a redemption for them. Of course, Ben Stokes has done a lot of heroics for England, be it in Test cricket. Headingley Test will be remembered for forever. After that knock, and after, of course, 2019 Player of the Tournament for England, and playing a like a magical innings in that final. Yeah, so coming back to Ben Stokes, yeah, technical glitches keep on happening. Coming back to Ben Stokes, I mean, the controversies which has happened in his life, it has made him a better person. Like he can handle pressure, any situation. I mean, MVP in world cricket, MVP in world cricket, it has to be Ben Stokes. Bat, ball, field, he can do miracles in every department and under pressure.
And if I may add, today was a Ben Stokes show, but today the game was set up by the bowlers. You know, Ben Stokes finished it off. Ben Stokes at the end was there to eat the queen. But today it is because of the bowlers. And
Jordan, I can just interrupt you. We have Alan Mulani and Norman Kochenik joining us from Australia. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining. Alan, I'll come to you first. England are world champions for the second time.
I've just been watching on Foxtel, so I've got a bit of a delayed setup. But I'll tell you what, Pakistan was in positions to win that. I'm telling you right now, if they cut out a few of their loose balls early on, what they're doing ball on leg stump half volleys when the ball's swinging beautifully. Shaheen, top off stump, the ball's swinging, you got pace. It was proven with Hales. You got bowled. What were they then? They bowled leg stump stuff, and then at the end, short stuff. And Norman, I've said it a million times, any chance of a Yorker? That thing that aims towards their feet, sort of the block hole. Oh my Lord, Pakistan had chances, but I did say early on to Norman, 150 is a good score, but I think that the batting was a bit loose, bit weak, and their bowling let them down at various, just those pivotal moments when you don't let that little man on your shoulder, don't listen to that little man saying do this and do that. Just stick to what you're doing. They had a good chance.
And Norman, are you in the stadium? And if yes, how are the fans reacting?
Well, the fans are pretty somber here on this train at the moment. I think we've got Indian fans, we've got Pakistani fans. They're fairly somber. I mean, obviously England played both India in the previous match and Pakistan this match, but look, the reality is they won the toss and they won the match. Quite frankly, Pakistan won the match. They've been able to give the opportunity to bowl first to the English team and control their total. But it went all England's way in both the semi-final and the final. And congratulations to England. We got to congratulate them, guys. Yes. Yep. Just say, say hello, guys.
You coming tomorrow? Yeah, the fans.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Yeah. Enjoying themselves, yes.
I tell you what, the train's pretty quiet. There's not much going on at all. I mean,
no, but are you on the train?
I'm on the train. Yes, and
oh Lord.
It's as quiet as a church mouse in this part. I've never heard a train so quiet. Have you guys? This is the quietest train we've had in a long time. Normally when India win or Pakistan win, they go crazy, but I'm afraid it's a somber reaction. But deservedly England's way. Thanks to Alan's advice.
Norman, I'll just interrupt you because one of our panelists has some questions to ask to Alan.
Alan, you reckon Pakistan were about 15-20 short in the mid-inning? Maybe about 155, 160 would be good?
Well, I said after the first over, 150, you're in the game big time. And obviously, I mean, 250 is a great score, but 150, you're in the game big time. 160, 165, yes. It's a winning score if you bowl on top of your game, because it's a final. You have to be on top of your game. But there are times there when they would bowl short and wide, or they bowl 3 or 4 good dot balls and then a loose ball. You can't afford to do that. You have to every single ball be on your money. And I was watching Harris Ralph bowl. I think it was the third before the fourth ball or third ball, his second over. And he's breathing, when he's rushing. It's like, take a step back, slow things down. You're in control, not the batsman.
And also at 84 for 4, the game was in the balance. An injury to Afridi, you could have gone either way.
Absolutely, absolutely. What did he go off for anyway? A sore toe or something? I don't know. Do you know why Shaheen went off?
Yeah, Shubhan.
Alan, Shubhayan, this side, I just wanted to ask you about Sam Curran's spell. 4 overs, 12 runs, 3 wickets. It has to be a special bowling show by him.
Absolutely brilliant. He's not quick. He's not super quick. He's just a nice pace. He's not tall. You'd like the fast bowler to be 6'3", 4'5". He reminds me a lot of Chaminda Bass. Fantastic bowler. He wasn't very tall. Was he 5'10"? He wasn't quick. He had medium fast. Swung the ball, and he's quicker. But I thought he was magnificent. Absolutely magnificent.
Okay.
And I'm not
Alan
saying.
Damani here, if you didn't hear me, as Joyda asked about Pakistan being 15 to 20 runs short, I asked this question to them as well. I need you to place your thoughts. Was it Pakistan who failed to make it most out of the batting conditions, or was it England being outstanding with their bowling?
A bit of both. But you have to also realise that when you play in Adelaide, like one of the guys got caught square leg in the deep, one of the Pakistani guys, and he was still 15 yards short of the boundary. And it was 70 metres. In Adelaide, that's a 6. The MCG is a huge ground. I think England bowled well. They mixed it up well. They read the conditions well because it's a huge ground, Melbourne. Even if you do bring the boundaries in, the rope in, it's still a huge ground as opposed to a lot of grounds around Australia. So they did very well. And I think and you do need a bit of luck. An edge here for 4, an edge there for 4. I didn't see a lot of Pakistan have that sort of luck, but it's all on the day, and that's what we love as cricket. But there are basic fundamentals to stick to, and Pakistan let themselves down on that.
Okay, we have an update. The player of the match from this final is Sam Curran, as Shubhan rightly picked up his topic for his outstanding bowling figures in tonight's final. So, Joyda.
Alan will enjoy that. It's the Left Arm Seamers Club.
I'm trying not to be biased. I'm just trying to be objective and look at the cricket. No, I am biased. I think it's brilliant. Him or Shaheen, either one, I'll have either of them. No matter who if Pakistan won and he got the wicket, left-hander, that'll do for me. Like Weston McCraven, I would say, the left-armers bowlers union.
Yes, absolutely.
A tussle between Ben Stokes and Sam Curran.
No,
Sam Curran.
No tussle. For me, no tussle. I know for him, no tussle. We're talking of him. It's the one who sets up the game. Now, Ben Stokes could score 52 over 45, 47 balls.
Yes.
This wouldn't have been possible if he had gone for 4 overs, 36 to 300. 4 overs, 12-3 could make Ben Stokes play at a strike rate of 110 or whatever and still get by.
Right.
So he made Ben Stokes' life easier. So it's the one who sets up the game for you. He might not be there at the end, but he's the one who sets up the game for you. In a pressure final, 4 overs, 12-3 is unthinkable. That is, unless somebody comes and gets 100 out of 134, I would give it to, even if Alex Hales or Josh Butler was 19 on, I would still give it to this guy. He set up the game.
Absolutely, and bowled in the power play, middle over, death overs.
Alan, anything from you?
I think you're dead right, because whenever Pakistan thought could take the game away or start playing shots, Sam Curran got a wicket. I mean, other guys did too, but he did when it counted. And you're dead right, he did set the game up. So it made it a lot easier if it was Ben Stokes. If it wasn't him, it would have been someone else. And they still would have scraped home to win the game. Because
Alan, what do you find special that sets apart Sam Curran, like in tonight's performance against Pakistan?
Pardon?
I'm asking, what do you think sets apart Sam Curran in his bowling, like in his performance in tonight's final against Pakistan?
As in his skill set.
He's had a good tournament. And he's been a pretty useful player for England since he first started playing for England. And more so in the one-day game. It was his day.
Yeah,
you're not going to win.
Because if Ben Stokes wasn't there at the end, somebody else would have. But anybody could have. But there was no pressure on Ben Stokes. He just had to hang around. And the pressure wasn't there because the bowling knew it. Once you roll over a team in a 20 over game for 134 or whatever, then it's the bowlers have done the job.
Right.
In fact, if the batters batted well, this would have been a 9-wicket win, 8-wicket win. It's 84 for 4. Pakistan also bowled well, came back into the game. Ultimately, that injury. And Ben Stokes was there at the end. This could have well been anybody. It could have been Livingston, 14 or whatever.
You were saying something.
And Alan makes a very good point that Sam Curran has been consistent throughout the tournament. I mean, 9 wickets in the death overs at an economy rate of 7 in the entire tournament. It is a mind-blowing stat. Sam Curran, I mean, has to be the MVP of this World Cup, and now that England has gone, definitely a shout for the player of the tournament.
The tough race for the player of the tournament. The race has heightened. Alan, I'll come to you. You know, Sam Curran getting that first wicket of Mohammad Rizwan, would you say immediately rattled up the entire Pakistani batting lineup? Shouldn't they have shown, the middle order should have, stepped up a bit more and put up runs on the board for themselves to
They could have, yes. They kept on losing wickets when at the wrong times, really. And that's why when they, the fourth order they were, they could have. I thought they were on their way to making 150 with a bit of a dash at the end, maybe 160. But they just kept losing wickets at the wrong time. And as you were saying, Sam Curran set that up. The Adil Rashid, he bowled well. A wicket maiden from the England leg spinner, he bowled beautifully. And the spinners in the whole tournament for a lot of countries have been really, really good during the middle.
Yeah.
And it's kind of revolutionised spin bowling in T20 cricket. Because they used to have spin bowling.
Adil Rashid today.
Pardon?
As was Adil Rashid today in the middle.
Yeah, and he got his wicket maiden, and he was it 2 wickets today for 20 odd.
Yeah, 22 or 4.
Yeah, and it's brilliant. And the spinners are coming to the fore in T20 cricket now, but they bowl more in the middle as opposed to opening, and it's great. I love it.
And also, you're bowling to the Pakistani batters who play spin well, and in spite holding your own. It's incredible.
Oh, they do, but that wasn't really subcontinent conditions today. Obviously, green outfield, lush outfield, it's been raining. It was meant to have today. There's a song by a band, a musical band called Crowded House from New Zealand, and they sing a song called 4 Seasons in One Day. Sun, wind, rain, hail, the whole lot. And that's Melbourne. You never know what you're going to get with Melbourne. You can wake up in the morning and it can be raining very heavily. Lunchtime could be a bit windy. And in the afternoon, it could be 35 degrees and blue skies. You never know what you're going to get. Because I was looking at the weather yesterday and it said today and tomorrow in Melbourne, the end of the world. Rain everywhere, thunderstorms, lightning. And then today I looked at the weather and it's just cloudy. Totally different. So you never know what you're going to get there. I'm just thankful they managed to play a full 20-over game each side, the whole game, and the best.
True.
But Pakistan, Pakistan had the tools to win the game. I felt, even with the 140, 139. I think they had the tools from a bowling lineup, but it's just those one little ball that the 20-over quick. It's long, but it's also quick. That even 50 overs. When there's pivotal moments in the game, there's that one ball here, one ball there, where you have to make sure you get it right. And there was one over where Ben Stokes scores at 4, 6, 4. It was just carnage, and that won the game for England.
Okay, and Joyla, you have just now stated that at one point the game was balanced at 84 for 4.
Yeah.
Then the 12-point third over happens, and then taking a catch, Shah Afridi gets injured. Would you say that was the turning point where England definitely had the upper hand, but Pakistan was giving a fight. But that injury to Shah Afridi gave England that thing that, okay, now there's no looking back.
Yeah, Shah Afridi would have come and bowled, and he just bowled one ball and limped off. That means that somebody else had to come and bowl 5 overs, and that yielded 13, 14 runs. That broke the shackles. Mm-hmm. That broke the shackles. That also told the England players that Shah Afridi is not going to bowl anymore. Mm-hmm. So suddenly there was those 11 balls of pure delight from somebody else, and that can happen when your main bowler limps off, and it must have been bad because he's tough as nails. For him to walk out, then sometimes you also don't want to bowl because if you bowl, you might be out for 6 months. It's happened before, where you bowl with an injury. And a little bit of an injury becomes a huge injury. So the physios team also, they know it's a World Cup final. Everybody knows. But in spite of them, the physios saying going to come back, then this could be really bad. So wrong timing, but it was in the balance. And I agree with Alan. A couple of wickets there, which he's capable of, and then you're suddenly 98 for 6 with another 40 to go. The pressure can get to you. But he went out, Ben Stokes attack, Moeen was there, so it all became easy for them.
Pressure handling, one term he uses. England's start was a bit shaky because Shaheen getting that prized wicket of Alex Hales, they thought that we are, it's the best start. But from there, England never looked that they would topple over.
Oh, I mean, you look at the batting depth. That's why the confidence. That's why the aura around this English batting unit. They have batting. Liam Livingstone walked in at number 7. That's ridiculous depth for any.
And let's talk about the batters about to come.
Yeah, but Sam Curran was left there. You have Chris Brooks, you have Chris Jordan, you have Adil Rashid with 7 first-class centuries. That's a ridiculous batting depth, and that is why the confidence of going, okay, we'll smash sixes, we'll smash boundaries for fun, and if not, then we have the depth.
And in spite of Alex Hales getting out,
yes,
the batting of Josh Butler did not change.
Yeah.
Generally, we see when in a pair, if Rohit Sharma is out, then in circumspective Virat comes. He's not. He's doing his role. You've got out, somebody else will come and do that role. So they designated it. They in 10 days might lose 2-3 games, but they'll win more than they lose.
Yeah.
That's what this game is all about.
And they will create a panic among all the opponent teams that okay, we have got a Hales for a duck, but you have Phil Salt coming, he can do the same job. Okay, we have got Phil Salt, but you have a Ben Stokes walking, and you have a Harry Brooks walking, and you have a Moeen Ali coming. Then the lineup is crazy. As I said, it's incredible.
Yeah, the first over yields 10 runs, then you take a wicket in the second over. It's only 14 for 1. In the third over, the bowling team is sitting way on top, 12 run over.
Yeah.
So they are in back for them. We used to go wicket, what happened? Somebody's come and hit you for 3-4s. So instead of being 16 for 1, you're suddenly 26 for 1, and then you're playing catch up with them.
Right. Alan, my question to you, it wasn't definitely England were fantastic or something, but anything about the pitch you would say, because it wasn't that England, they finished the game in the 19th over, so something for Pakistan bowlers as well. Would you say that Pakistan also gave a good fight back?
They did, and it was a crying shame that Shaheen came off. And you were saying it must be a big injury, because I'll tell you now, I've played there for England in front of 94,000 people, and it's very loud, very, very loud. But you also have to bear in mind that you're full of adrenaline, and you're buzzing, and you're full of adrenaline. And so to feel an injury when you're full of adrenaline like that must be pretty bad. Because I've played games where you're full of adrenaline, you get to bed, you don't get to sleep till 2-3 in the morning because you're still buzzing from the game. And you wake up the next day and go, gee, I'm a bit stiff here in the back of my leg. I didn't realise I did that yet when I was playing, because the adrenaline's calmed down. Then you realise, oh, I've got a bit of a sore ankle. Didn't realise I twisted it when I was bowling or chasing the ball. So to walk off with an injury, know that his adrenaline's through the roof, because they say adrenaline's the biggest painkiller. So it'd be interesting to see what he has actually done. But I was so looking forward to him coming back on at the end, get some Yorkers, maybe a couple of wickets. And like you were saying, all of a sudden they're 6 down, 5, 6, 7 down. All of a sudden, 30, 40 runs. It could go anyway. Just nail bites, straight to the end. But unfortunately, he got injured. So from a batting point of view, when Pakistan looked like getting going, they'd lose a wicket. And from a bowling point of view, when they were just on top, they'd bowl a loose ball, leg stump half volley, or a short one that's getting smacked into the boundaries. And then Shaheen coming off with an injury. So they had a few things that didn't go their way. To defend 139 or to win a final, you need everything to go your way. Right. I was waiting for him to pull out a Wazir Makram from 1992 when he bowled Alan Lamb with that beauty that went away around the wicket. Then you got Chris Lewis, that one that went through. Two of the best balls you'll see in world cricket in a final. Do you remember those two?
Yes, we do.
Serious bowling. I thought, I want to do that.
But it's been a good day for you, Alan. Your team is won. You enjoy your fish and chips and your pint of bitter.
You know what I had for dinner? True as God. I have basmati rice and I have chicken curry.
Oh,
for dinner.
Nice.
Lovely.
Nice.
When Borry was here and the guys were here, they cooked me up a lovely biryani. So I've got biryani for tea. I love it.
Nice.
Chicken biryani, and then tomorrow I'll do some shopping. And because a friend of mine actually had on the videos that you were showing on this tour with Borry and the lads, the Balassian. Well, I took them to that Indian store in my shopping precinct. Okay. I'll be there tomorrow buying a load of Indians. I love it. Old Indian food. It's one of my favorites. So I've got that tonight, biryani. But I have to keep working on making it better because I'm not perfect. I keep putting too much chili powder in.
Good on you.
Makes it a bit too hot.
And another further, so that was all from Alan Mulali. Thank you so much, Alan, for joining.
What a bowler he was, gosh. I've seen him at his best. Left arm seamer, tall, and he's on your face. He probably wouldn't have been born, he might have been born, but I've seen him bowl on your face, aggressive.
There are some good vintage footage on YouTube. You guys should check Alan Mulali.
I think he was in sort of Ganguly's debut game. I have a feeling he was there. So, with the zinc cream and all that, and he was really mean and not as nice as he's now. He's much better on camera now, on 22 yards.
Right, and another further update, we have that along with being the player of the match, Sam Curran is also the player of the tournament. Hi, Alan, are you back with us?
I'm back. I got booted off and now I'm back. I wasn't nasty when I was bowling.
Player of the tournament. Much deservedly, gentlemen.
Absolutely, but before that, Alan, I also said that you were really nice on camera. You weren't half as nice off 22 yards with a cherry in your hand.
I was nice. I was nice and polite. I didn't use any bad language. I just had fun.
The batters don't say that. They say this past their face.
I'll tell the viewers our story. We played them here at the Ashes at the Wacker, and Steve and Mark Wall were batting, and they kept playing and missing. And I said to Steve Waugh, is there any chance of you moving your feet? You might be good enough to edge the ball. Then on another occasion, I said to him, Steve Waugh, on another occasion, I said, the only reason you've turned up is to make me look good. So the only reason you're here, Steve, the only reason you've turned up to make me look good, because you're rubbish. You got to. Of course he isn't, but it's called kidology. Because he might be thinking,
absolutely.
I'm playing and missing, and maybe today, maybe I am rubbish today. So I didn't get him out. He couldn't lay a bat on the ball. He couldn't lay bat on ball, but I got him out test before. But he's a nice guy, Steve. Yeah. That's the thing. When these guys are bowling, do you remember back in the day with Jeff Thompson and Dennis Lilly? They'd followed through, and Alan Donald. I put a video on Facebook of Alan Donald. Do you remember he bowled to Michael Atherton at Trent Bridge? It was an infamous spell of bowling. He bowled really quick, and Atherton gloved it through to Boucher and was given not out. And then there was in their face, and it was a true warrior of a fast bowler against a guy, very, very gutsy, tough Brad Atherton. One of the best spells of bowling, of quick bowling against the top tough batsman that you'll ever see. It was brilliant. That's cricket. Yeah, I tell you, it's pure theatre. I think it's pure theatre. When you see like Lily flying in, then you go Lily. That's absolutely brilliant. And Michael holding off that long run up. These days they run in, they bowl, they turn around, come back in, run in, bowl, turn around. And if they look at the batsman the wrong way, they're scared the match referee's going to fine them.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Give
match fees, cup of tea with the match referee, have dinner with the match referee. You might end up spending the night with him if you do too much. That's the problem.
Yes, exactly. It's ridiculous. They need to, as my mum, who's 84 next month, she loves her cricket and her soccer and all the rest of it, said they're taking the sport out of sport.
True. I agree.
Of course, you can't cross the line. You know, you don't get personal. There are rules.
Very robotic now.
Absolutely. That's the word I was looking for. Let them play. And also, you're there to entertain. And when you're in the crowd and you're a quick bowler and he's getting stuck into the batter and the batter's saying, come on, bring it on. In the crowd, it makes the hairs stand on the back of your neck. Especially, there's nothing better than a good, quick bowler letting the batsman know, I mean business. Like Harris, Ralph, the guys, Jasper Bumrah, when he's letting it go. But follow through. Let the batsman know, I'm here to play. I'll tell you who was brilliant at that, the late Shane Warne. He could bowl you the most rank worst long hop. And you could smack it 10 rows back. And he would still tell you, you're very, very lucky to get away with that. Then you start thinking, he's a great bowler. Maybe I was lucky. But he actually knows in his own mind, that was rubbish. But
he knows.
He's just kept his kid.
More so it's happened in cricket than any other sport. If we see soccer, rugby, Aussie rules, there's still an emotion there. It's only in cricket because of the match referees, everything has been piped down.
Absolutely. And it's a game of emotion. And it's a game of entertainment. Yeah. Let them entertain. Not just bowl like robots. That's what I think anyway.
Right. And one player I cannot end without any discussion. This show I cannot stop is Ben Stokes. He loves World Cup finals, doesn't he? Really?
Yeah, he likes it a little more since the 2016 one, I think. And I think
He's taken it
changed
very
one.
seriously. He loves it with some drama.
Yeah, I think drama just comes with it, whether it's good or bad. In 16, he was at the wrong end of it. Right now, he's in the right end of it. But what a cricketer, with bat, with ball on the field, all that he's been through, as Shuman rightly pointed out, family issues, in the World Cup, he was in the 19th World Cup, he took a lot of flack for that ball hit the bat, but he actually was looking the other way. And he died. He had no fault. I played this game. He had no fault in that at all. And I know if he hadn't gone to the boundary, he wasn't running for it either.
Right.
But things, there's some players, big things come with the name.
Right.
The bigger the player, the bigger the name. That's what they call big play. You look at Tendulkar, you look at Lakshman, you look at Ganguly, you look at Dravid. In that, you look at Virat, look at Rohit now. They do special things. Special things happen to them. That's when they're the big players. So, but today was actually an ordinary day for him. I know he's got 52, but today was not a game-changing knock for him.
106, right?
Yeah, today his was okay. I'm going to just go there and see this through, boys. Leave it to me. It wasn't like only Ben Stokes to do this. What he has done today, there are 5 other guys in the team who can do that. But there are days when he does, like the test match he won with Leach at the other end. That only Ben Stokes can do. What today he did, anybody could have done. But it was his day, and I'm glad that there's a God above. After 16, today he's won. He was there at the end.
He's come back after it.
And he can say, I'm walking off the ground, having won a World Cup T20, and being at the end. Because last time he did that, he had the ball and he lost it.
We must be prepared to call him Sir Ben Stokes after a few years' time.
For sure.
Right. But
In that World,
yeah, Alan?
in the main World Cup final, the one at Lords, the gods were shining down on him for that ball to hit that bat and go on that angle to the boundary. Try that again and again and again and again and see how many times it happens. Maybe 1 in a million. It was incredible.
True.
But you need luck. You need luck. They say in sport you make your own luck. Well, you do need a bit of luck. You do need a bit of luck as well. Sometimes you have a. Do you know, I played for Leicestershire. I'll never forget this as long as I live, against Nottinghamshire. And the captain was the Paul Downton or something. Paul someone. He was their captain. I should know he's their captain. In 1990. You know something? I had him edge it, right hand, I'm left hand obviously. Caught second slip, not first slip, not the keeper. Second slip, didn't walk, give a not out. Give a not out. Second slip.
Your fault. It's your fault. Why did you swing the ball so much?
That's the wrong way. I should have swung it that way. Well, he edged it, obviously not out. Yeah, I should have bowled him instead. But second slip. So you need a bit of luck. I don't know. The umpire was thinking about his Sunday roast dinner or something. I don't know what he was thinking about, but yeah, so you do need a bit of luck. Oh, so it was unbelievable.
Christmas card to the umpire.
Pardon?
Did he send the umpire a Christmas card?
No. In fact, I can't even remember his name. You meant that much to me. I'm thinking, what are you doing, man? Second slip. That was unbelievable.
I've never heard of anybody being caught at second slip and not given out. Unbelievable.
Well, you have now.
I have now, yes.
Oh, imagine that. I couldn't believe it. Oh, my Lord. But I'll tell you what, that one they hit the back of Stokes' bat, I'm sitting there watching going, this was definitely our World Cup. Definitely our World Cup. But that was a brilliant World Cup anyway. But being here in Australia, it's like you hear on the radio all these former sportsmen, not just cricket, but rugby, pundits. England didn't win the World Cup. Well, if you check the scoreboard, you'll find we did. And Australia didn't. It's funny here, when Australia doesn't do so well, they lose interest in cricket. What's that? What's that sport? I've never heard of it. It's unbelievable. Isn't that Aussie rules season? Isn't there some lawn bowls on somewhere? It's crazy. Oh, Lord.
With these thoughts, we come to the end of this post-match show of this ICC Men's T20 World Cup final held in Australia between Pakistan and England. And ladies and gentlemen, you were hearing my panelists from Australia, Alan Mullally, and in the studio, we have Alan back with us again. On an ending note, Alan, and in the studio with us, Jyoti Mukherjee and Shubhan Chakravarti with their insights. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining throughout this World Cup, for each and every show, sharing your thoughts with us, engaging in some fun banters. Overall, it was a very good and exciting World Cup, wasn't it? On an ending note.
Absolutely, it was a tremendous World Cup T20. A lot of upsets. Anybody could beat anybody. I haven't seen a more open World Cup than this. So really glad, and thank you, Alan, for being with us.
Thank you so much, Alan,
No
for
problem.
joining, and
No
we'll
problem.
meet again. We'll meet again.
Absolutely.
Until then, enjoy other good games around the world. Yeah, Alan?
Yep. I was actually hoping that South Africa, how they lost to Holland, I will never know. But I was hoping they had have won. That I was hoping that India would have lost their semi. No, the game before the semi. Game before. Yeah, because then they would.
started with Namibia,
they would-
Sri Lanka, and then all the upsets we had.
Yeah, because then it could have been India against New Zealand, us against Pakistan, and then India, England final. I blame South Africa. Actually, I blame Holland. How on earth did Holland beat South Africa? We played Holland, when I played for Leicester, and we beat them. South Africa. Unbelievable.
True.
So it's good night from India. Enjoy other good games around the world and take care of yourselves. Thank you so much.
Take care.